Hello, everyone. The Premier League is back. We're 3 weeks into the competition. And what kind of marks the 3-week period in the competition? Transfer deadline day. It's been a very memorable summer, to say the least. We're joined by debutant on the new set.
On the new set, yeah.
It's been a long while coming.
It's been maybe a year and a half, to be
Yeah, I
honest.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was actually 1 or 2 episodes we were meant to do, and then I might have snubbed him a bit.
Yeah. Hopefully you haven't aged too badly since then.
Yeah, I know, eh? But yeah, today we're kind of going over deadline day, few of the transfers that went on. The biggest Premier League spending summer ever.
Yeah. That's
insane.
Everyone's been balling out, especially notorious Liverpool United. But wow, it's exciting though. It's going to be an exciting season for sure.
Oh, for sure. It just kind of affirms how big the Premier League is, kind of the best league. It's the benchmark.
Mm-hmm.
Even though in Europe, obviously, you have your European giants that tend to dominate even over the English clubs, but just in terms of commercial value,
yeah,
it's always England.
It's always gravitation towards the Premier League. Even Vert snubbed Bayern Munich to go to Liverpool.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but I mean, it's why we all watch it.
Absolutely. And I think the deadline day that just happened, I think it's one of the craziest in recent memory.
Yeah, I mean, you had Donnarumma leaving Champions League winning PSG to go to Man City for about 30 million pound.
Heaps. We'll probably get into it a bit more, but like
insane.
That's a big one. The Gay deal falling through.
Yeah, last minute, I think everything was signed, wasn't it? Sky Sports was reporting it was done, and then like that.
Yeah, Glasner said he was going to walk if they sold Gay.
Wow.
That's like, the tensions are high there.
That's firm. I mean, you'd love to see the dressing room there. I think after Crystal Palace's most recent game, you could see Dean Henderson trying to push Gay towards the home fans, and he was kind of pushing him away. Eventually went over, but yeah.
He's been a gent like through the whole thing, though.
He's done really well compared to some other people during the transfer window. He's been well behaved.
One of those people who actually has a pretty interesting deadline day story is Johan Wissa. Have you heard the story about his deadline day move?
Not at all.
Allegedly, the transfer, this is what I've been reading and been hearing online.
Yeah.
Apparently, his transfer went through 30 seconds before the deadline shut because apparently he missed one of the signatures on one of the documents.
Wow. Fax machine.
I was going to say, is this a De Gea to Madrid all over again?
No way.
Do you remember that?
Yeah. Too well. I mean, I think that was a tactic from United, but Wissa, 55 million.
1 year left on his deal and he's 28. It's 55 million.
55, yeah.
Crazy.
Poor Brentford, been absolutely ransacked.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, we'll get into that. A few of the categories we have today, just before we get into them. So we're going to, obviously, we've kind of started with a bit of a summary. We have best value permanent deal. Then we have best loan. You can kind of interpret that however you want, whether that's one that's got an obligation to buy, option to buy, or just a straight year loan. Clubs, winners and losers. So winners for buying, selling, winners for losing. Teams that needed more. Most surprising move, biggest flop, and then our favorite signing. So personal favorite doesn't have to be based on metric or anything, just one that
something we love, yeah.
Yeah, something we like. So do we want to get started into the categories?
Yeah, sure. What do you want to start off with?
I had best value permanent deal first.
Best value.
You can get your notes out if you want. You don't have to memorize them.
Memorize, all right.
Honestly, you don't have to memorize them. Get your notes out, bro. I'm cheating.
Fair enough. I was gonna say Mohamed Kudus. I think that's great value, about £50 million, Premier League proven, wanted by big clubs, good fit for Tottenham as well. They needed a couple forwards, and they've actually recruited pretty well for the amount of people that snubbed Tottenham. At the end of the transfer window, they're not looking too bad. Let's be honest, guys.
They're looking really good.
They're looking pretty good.
Look, they went into the international break with a loss against Bournemouth, which probably sours the first 2 weeks of how good they've been.
Yeah.
But some of the firepower they've brought through the door in this window is crazy. Kudus definitely been one of them.
Kudus, Simmons, Colin Mawani transfer deadline day as well.
Another deadline day move. My best value permanent deal.
Mm-hmm.
I had a few, but my number one standout, which I've made clear, I've told you before, I've told Bailey, and I said it on our last podcast actually.
Okay.
Do you know who it is? Have a guess.
I can sense bias in it already.
No, it's not bias.
Not bias?
No, not bias.
No.
I feel like with the grin, I thought you knew who it was. It is João Pedro to Chelsea.
Wow. Really?
I love that deal. Like as a rival fan, I don't like it, but I think he fits Chelsea to a T. Like he is like for a club that's always had a history of signing shocking number 9s.
Yeah.
I think he is the real deal.
Yeah.
I think his versatility to play 10 and 9. I think the fact that Palmer loves to get forward and he can drop deep, it just suits the system. I think Maresca really knew what he wanted when he was going for him.
Yeah, that's a smart deal. I think, yeah, like you've said, they really put thought into that and the fluidity of the team.
Yeah.
Estevan Willian, I think I'm getting his name right as well.
Estevan.
He's looking pretty good as well.
What do they call him? Steve?
Steve. Yeah, Steve. Yeah, because he had that weird pronunciation.
So funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
yeah.
Chelsea, yeah, another team that I think have done really well.
They always win. Every transfer window, Chelsea always seem to do well.
Yeah, no, doing very well. I think they had a few there where they were scrambling, especially like just some signings that just didn't really make a lot of sense on paper, but they're flipping those signings now for profit, which is crazy.
15 million euro loan fee for Nicholas Jackson, plus I think there's an obligation in that deal now on deadline day.
Ridiculous.
Is insane.
Ridiculous. It's the most expensive loan move in history.
Whoever is in charge of Chelsea's outgoings is amazing businessman or businesswoman.
Crazy. Some of the outgoings. Actually, whilst we're on Chelsea, what do you think about this whole Strasbourg thing? Because it's like the sister club for like...
Oh, it's definitely dodgy.
Clear Lake Capital.
It's clearly dodgy. I think they've moved a lot of players over there and doing a lot of loan deals.
It's like Chilwell on deadline day went to Strasbourg. I'm like, well. Like,
yeah, it's strange as well. And it seems like UEFA aren't really going to do anything.
But then they cracked down on Palace.
They cracked down on...
And then the guy sold it. The bloke who owned him sold his shares.
He had to sell his minority share, and they still ended up in Conference League in place of Forest.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
And Forest is the same. Their owner owns Olympiacos.
Yeah, Olympiacos.
I know they don't do many deals between each other, but like that's another thing, which is like, well, multi-club ownership is pretty evident in today's game.
United and Nice almost had that issue a few years ago as well.
So why are we, putting one glove on one hand and not the other?
Exactly.
It's strange.
Totally agree. And Citigroup's another one where they've got the deal with Girona and just
that young Brazilian centre back went on loan over there. I think.
What about the whole Savinho thing last summer?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's a lot of it going on. One of the other honourable mentions I had two. I had Zubamendi to Arsenal.
Yeah,
I think I don't know a lot about his play, but his profile, I think it just frees up the team a lot more. Like when they signed Rice, I think they signed him as a 6. They quickly realised he's better further up the pitch.
Yeah.
So they brought this guy.
He's way better
to free
up the pitch.
Rice.
Yeah.
So I think that's a no-brainer. 60 million for a defensive midfielder, like a solid defensive midfielder in this market, is probably good value.
I mean, you don't want to play a game of comparisons, but if everyone's mind is fresh from the Euros, Roger was out of the Euros and then Zubamendi came into quite a similar place and they did not look that much different.
Exactly.
They played still really well.
Good player. And then final one's a bit of this probably should be my favourite signing, but but it is best value because it's a free. Mm-hmm. It's Jonathan David signing for Juventus.
Yeah. If anyone knows Josh, Jonathan David is like his long lost lover. I think this guy's obsessed with Jonathan David. So hopefully for Josh's sake, he goes to Juventus and tears it up. Yeah. If not, it's going to be 5 years of reminiscing.
Yeah, man. I wanted him at United so bad. Both-footed, man, could play off either side, 10-9.
He's been worth like 20 million for the past 3 years.
But he's been killing in League One as well.
He's been doing well. I'm surprised. I don't know what the scouts reports say. Maybe there's like some underlying issue, but yeah.
But yeah, I've been hyping this guy up for a while. He was my... Everyone has that one career mode player.
That they always go for.
It was David when he was like coming up through Genk when he was playing in Belgium. Yeah. And then he started killing it IRL, and I'm like, you know what? I'm following this guy. This guy's actually a baller.
Yeah, I know who you're on about. I think mine was Gravenberch. I remember when he was first playing at Ajax, got into the team when he was 17. Yeah. And he was such a baller. I wanted him at United. Ended up going to Bayern Munich. Didn't work out there.
And then went to Liverpool.
And he's killing it.
Yeah, killing it. Anyway. That is all I had for that one. Do you have anything else to say there for best value?
No, I'm pretty keen to get on to the best loan because
best loan deal.
I was saying to Hosh, the hipster choice is Jack Grealish on loan to Everton because he's been tearing it up, and it's good to see Jack Grealish killing it again.
Free from the Pep shackles.
Yeah, exactly. Too structured for Jack Grealish. Everyone remembers his time at Aston Villa. The guy was killing it. Kept them in the Premier League. I think they almost got relegated, and he scored a goal pretty much to
keep him up.
So I'm really keen to just watch him in a free-flowing team. And Everton are looking pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a phenomenal shout. He's start to life on Merseyside's been
It's been amazing.
awesome.
I'm happy for him, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. My one was a no-brainer.
Mhm.
We were talking about Spurs before, and it's João Palhinha.
Yeah.
Huge
yeah.
deal. I think he is like going to be the rock in that midfield.
€5 million loan fee as well.
And
That's pretty cheap.
Option to buy too.
Yeah. And
He's on the older side. I think he's like 29, 30. But still,
all right.
man, he's still got
That's
another
fine.
3 years in the legs.
yeah,
He's
exactly.
never been the most mobile player. He's never been known to be the most mobile player, but he
At Fulham, yeah.
does the dirty work.
He killed it at Fulham. And I think another one on the similar line, same nationality as Paulinho, is Douglas Luiz. Went on loan to Nottingham Forest.
He's Brazilian, but yeah, no,
Brazilian, yeah. Oh, yeah, Portuguese, Brazilian.
yeah, but still,
Forgive me.
no, good one. Like that's a good,
Insane.
good deal.
Insane time at Aston Villa. So it's keen if he...
Yeah, didn't hit the ground running when he was at Juve, but
No, but he didn't really get much of...
a
From what
sniff
I
in that
saw,
team,
a sniff, yeah. It seemed pretty competitive.
for sure. Honorable mention I had was Jackson Abine for Chelsea though. Like that's the best. Like the fact that they got a 15 million loan fee for him is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Rashford the Barca.
That is an interesting one because they have Rafinha, Yamal, Ferland Torres,
Fermin Lopez.
Fermin Lopez. I think, wasn't he meant to go to Chelsea?
Yeah,
There was rumours of
apparently he just didn't want to. Like he was just happy. Which to be fair, he's a
You're in Barcelona.
La
mate.
Masia kid. Like he's
Fair enough,
local,
mate.
like boyhood team. Why would you want
Yeah.
to go anywhere? But the thing that I found interesting is they were going to 4x his salary at Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Yeah.
Wow. All right then.
So that's the only thing that I thought might have been enticing.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think about the Rashford move? I think honestly, I don't see the point in it.
I get that, but it's his dream move. And
It's his dream move, but I think if you're Barcelona, you've made the wrong move there.
Yeah, well, it's a loan. To be fair, they didn't pay a loan fee for him. They got him kind of for free because they're covering his $14 million pay
Mhm.
packet, which is pretty much a loan fee in itself. And then it's like a 30 million buy option, which I think he's still got a lot to give.
Yeah.
But obviously with the options that
Barcelona
Barcelona have.
Barcelona are going to do Barcelona things. They're not going to sign him. Remember João Cancelo? They've done it a couple of times. There'll be buy options
João
for
Felix.
João Felix in these players' contracts, and you know what? They're never going to activate him.
Yeah,
if
they
loan him.
romanticize the player. Never fall in love with a lone player.
Yeah,
Never
especially
fall in
for
love with a lone
Barcelona,
player. Yeah.
Barcelona fan, because they're probably not going to sign. I
Yeah.
think they're like 0-6 or something. with
Yeah, exactly.
Loan players.
Interestingly, what if they were, hypothetically, Lewandowski's a year on and they were to try and play
Rashford in the 9. Could work in La Liga, to be honest.
Well, the only thing that with Rashford that makes sense to me is that they were in for Nico Williams at the beginning of the window, and then he signed that new Bilbao deal,
Yeah.
and then Juan Laporta, who's the director at Barcelona, was like dirty. He was filthy with Nico Williams, and then he went and got Rashford. So maybe they were in the market for someone. It's just like it's not like one of those ones where it's like he wants us more than we want him, and we know he will just move.
Well, I think in that Barcelona team, obviously Lewandowski's getting on, and we've seen Rafinha play up in the 9 before.
Yeah,
and Yamal can play across the front 3. So you know, on
they'll
the left or the right, there's
they'll
an
keep
option.
him on the right.
Yeah,
that'd be stupid to move him.
Yeah, so there's an option for someone there. So maybe they're just looking at Rashford and saying, well, if it works out, we've seen glimpses of what Rashford can be, and if he finds this form in Barcelona for 30 million,
absolutely,
yeah, that's a good deal if it works out.
I agree. All right, clubs, winners and losers.
Wow.
So the categories we had for this one was who won in terms of buying. So what team bought the best?
Yeah. I mean, you got to put Liverpool up there.
It's Liverpool.
Sadly, it's Liverpool.
It's Liverpool. They've spent £500 million in this window.
It's like, how can you spend that much money and not be the winner of the transfer window?
Yeah, it's crazy though. They had a lot of outgoings though. I think their squad depth is so thin though.
Their defense is scary.
Bro, I've been saying this. If they got Gay, they would have been fine.
Yeah. I think that's what they were riding on as well.
Oh my God, bro. I said this, we have an FPL chat. So half of us are United fans and half of us are Liverpool fans. Oh, except Abdullah, who's a Wolves fan.
Bless him.
Bless him. We love Abdullah. Anyway, when you concede 2 goals to a 10-man Newcastle and 2 goals to an understaffed Bournemouth side, I think as much as your attack is like
potent,
more than potent, like probably the best attack in world football at this point. letting in goals is scary. When you're playing games for 4-2 wins, and
Yeah.
like that's scary.
Yeah, exactly. And I think Kanate's been a bit shaky. Ben Dyke isn't looking too crazy, and you've had Frimpong just get out injured quite quickly.
Kyrgios has had a rough start, I think.
As well. Yeah, I think obviously the Gay deal would have been amazing for them, so I'm really concerned for them in the defense. And McAllister hasn't started that well this season as well, from what I've seen.
Look, they're winning ugly. They're
Yeah.
not. They're 9 out of 9 points, so we can't really fault Liverpool in that aspect. But I think the pedestal that they're being put on because of this window isn't probably as great.
A
as
reflection of the situation.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I totally agree.
I think like any footballing scenario, there's only so much will score more than you goal scenarios that you can win.
Exactly.
Eventually, it will come and bite you.
Yeah, absolutely, totally agree. Did you have any like other teams you wanted to mention?
Other teams, honestly, I would have said Forest.
I have Forest as I mentioned
because they had a couple of decent. I think obviously keeping Gibbs White.
That's huge. That's bigger than anything. Any signing they made.
That's insane. Who else did they buy?
They got that Ndoye from Syria.
Ndoye, from Bologna. I'm trying to think of another guy they signed. McAtee, yeah. Me and Josh were talking about McAtee. I think that's a brilliant signing. Yeah. And they've held on to a lot of their defenders as well. Yeah. The defense was pivotal.
Getting like 60 million euros for Elanga.
Yep. Douglas Luiz.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yeah, kept hold of, that back three of Sells, Murillo and Milenkovic.
Yeah, Huge. Yeah, Chris Wood started off the season pretty well as well. So,
they got Zinchenko on loan from Arsenal.
Yeah, I mean, they do great business. They spend a lot of money, but...
Yeah. The only shady one I have is Amari Hutchison.
Yeah, I think it's like 40 for him. Yeah, and he played well at Ipswich Town, but he wasn't doing like Liam Delap things or anything like that.
I think I heard Tom Garrett talk about this, and he's like, he goes for West Brom, so he's obviously a championship nerd. And he goes on about like Amari Hutchison is a championship, like a cracking championship player, or a relegation Premier League side. But when Forest are trying to push for Europe, he's not he's probably not your guy.
He's probably going to be a squad player.
Yeah, correct.
100%. Do you want to move on to the losers?
Yeah. Just two more honorable mentions. I won't talk about them too much. Spurs and Sunderland.
Yeah, Sunderland did really well. A lot of good young talent. Let's just see how they go.
Yeah. It's one of those ones where they've kind of come up and they're like, we need to recruit to stay up, but they've you could say they've just kind of scrambled a bit, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Mm-hmm. Did you want to go losers? Or winners selling?
Winners selling. I would like to do winners selling. I think I spoke about it before. Chelsea, 100%.
That's
being able to ship off Madueke, João Felix as well. That's an underrated one. Being able to move him on quite quickly.
Moved to Bournemouth.
Nkunku.
Yeah,
that's a big one. He barely played, and they still managed to scrape 40 for him.
Obviously, Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson as well. They seemed really keen to get rid of him.
They've sold like a lot of like. They always have a lot of like young kids come through Cobham, and they'll just sell them.
Yeah,
because that's how they just keep the first team pumping money for the first team.
Selling
like that Tyreke George signed for Fulham.
Yeah, I think there's one that went to Burnley. I forget his name.
Ugochukwu.
Yeah, that's a really tough name. So
and who's the other guy? Chukwuemeka signed for Dortmund.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think I was looking at Transfermarkt a bit earlier. They've actually made a profit of 4 million. Let's be honest, that's not that much, but they definitely have spent money. So
another one, Broja to Burnley.
Yeah,
but Bailey and I were talking about him when we did our pre-season preview.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, that guy's been passed around like a spliff. Like he's like. He had a killer season at Southampton, and then he just went like to Everton. He went to Ipswich, went back to Chelsea, got injured. Now he's at just been passed around.
Some players, you always get Premier League players like that, though.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of ones like that, like off the top of my head.
Who am I thinking of?
There are some absolute Premier League journeymen.
Chelsea striker, French guy.
Are you thinking of Anelka?
Anelka,
yeah, bro. He's had like
classic.
More clubs than I've had hot meals. Any other honorable mentions selling?
Selling, I also had best-selling club.
I had Brentford.
Yeah, they did really good.
To be fair, they recruited okay. I wouldn't say exceptionally, but they getting... Look, and Buemo and Vissa both had a year left on their deal.
Yeah.
And they collectively, for the two of them, got like 120 million. Or no,
pound.
110 million.
Yeah, pound as well.
Yeah,
So that's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Leipzig, obviously the Sesko deal and the Simmons deal.
Yeah. I think they did pretty well. In
I
this
think
Sesko
Simmons is
and
probably a
Simmons.
little bit cheap. Probably 60 million. They probably could have got more for
I
him.
think they missed the mark after the Euros with him, to be honest. I think they really could have got 80 to 100 for him after the Euros, but they held on.
Yeah,
And
he expressed his desire to leave, which is always a bad sign.
Yeah.
But
You're
yeah,
never going to win.
they're my three.
I think moving on to the losers,
Oh, okay.
I had just two, to be honest. I had,
Losers signing.
yeah.
Yeah.
I had West Ham.
Yeah.
West Ham, I think, are the big losers. And also Brentford, I don't think they've recruited
Yeah.
well at all.
Yeah.
I think that's
sold
pretty
well,
obvious pick.
but there you have
Yeah,
it.
they really I think they got that guy from Bournemouth.
Utara.
Utara. Mate, I've got no clue about him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really
To
haven't
be fair, I
seen-
think Bournemouth did a good one there.
Yeah.
Speaking of Bournemouth, they are my losers.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Your
bro.
main losers ahead of West Ham?
Oh man, losing Hoyson and Zabani and Kepa, your back three, and Kierkegaard.
They've looked all right. They've recruited like a lot of young players. Hopefully it goes well for them. But yeah, they've lost big.
Bro, decimated defense. Decimated. Wait, you were saying, yeah, Brentford?
Brentford, but I mainly said West Ham, not for their sellings, but for what they just didn't bring in.
Yeah, man.
I think they really look like a terrible team at the moment. They look really behind the mark. Their defense is a shambles. Their midfield needs something.
I think their midfield's worse than the defense.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's had no attention in the past
Man.
2 to 3 years. They got rid of that Edson Alvarez guy, the
Yeah,
Mexican, who I thought was decent.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was a world beater, but them getting rid of a solid defensive midfielder when they already had holes in their midfield. Yeah,
Look, it's hard to replace a guy like Declan Rice, but
they've not done it well.
yeah, they haven't done it well. Yeah. They signed that Mateus Fernandez from Southampton.
Yeah, they
40 million for
40
him.
million, yeah, and he's worth like I was looking, he's worth like 15.
Yeah, rough.
I think they've really,
it was a panic buy, and they knew that they're going to have to pay a premium.
and I think
Kids younger.
Burnley got like Florentin Luis from the Portuguese league for like 20 million, and they're pretty similar profile players. Like,
Yeah.
and it was like a loan with an obligation for 20 million pounds. So that sets the standard. So West Ham have pretty much paid double.
My other loser is Bayern Munich. Bro, 75 million for Diaz and 80 million for Jackson.
Yeah,
Good,
they've
good
overpaid.
God.
I was going to diss Diaz, but I was looking earlier today, and he has like in his 4 games, he scored 3 goals so far.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was looking good. I was going to say into our next section when we're talking about flops, I was going to mention Diaz, but then I saw like, oh my God, he's actually had a really good start to the season.
Yeah.
But I mean, Bayern Munich run that league now. Eric Ten Hag's been sacked 3 games in. Dortmund have not been in the mark for the past couple of years since they reached that Champions League final.
Yeah.
And by Leverkusen
They'll
have
walk
been decimated.
They'll walk it.
Yeah. Same with Leipzig.
But yeah, like, look, obviously, Polini didn't get minutes there, but they've got rid of a midfielder.
Mhm.
Obviously, the 80 million they paid for Jackson. They sold Sane. No, Sane left on a free
He
for
left on, yep.
Galatasaray. Coman went to Saudi.
Mhm.
I just think
Yeah.
like they've lost a lot of players, and I feel like the profiles they've brought in just don't like that. That's kind of where I was looking at it.
Yeah, and it's from like obviously there's a difference between they usually source players from the Bundesliga, and that's worked out
Yeah.
really well for them, and they've
Yeah.
tapped into a really expensive market in the Premier League, and it's really shown.
Yeah, Musiala season-ending injury didn't really. I'm not sure. Like, I'll be honest, I haven't been keeping heaps of tabs on Bayern
Yeah.
Munich's transfer business, but not replenishing a guy like Musiala, even getting someone in. I don't know, maybe they want to play Jackson in the 10, but
Yeah.
getting someone in on a season loan to fill that Musiala role is, I think that's going to also hurt them
Kimmich
too.
is getting up in age, and obviously they Muller went to the MLS.
I was about to say,
So
Muller
it's-
went to,
It's not looking good. Plus their defense has always been shaky.
and then Leverkusen, but we already touched on that.
Yeah. They're probably a loser as well. I think Boniface went on loan to
Werder Bremen.
Werder Bremen,
And then, they also obviously
Wirtz,
and
and Jonathan Tah.
Yeah,
That's under.
he went to
Bayern
Bayern.
Munich.
Bayern. There's another big one that I missed from Leverkusen.
Frimpong. There we go.
Yeah, Frimpong. That's the other one. Yeah. And then the Ten Hag thing, like that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. 3 games in and he's been sacked. Like, wow.
To be fair, he had an awful preseason, and then he lost his first 2 games. But I don't know.
Unk's lost it. Unk's lost
You
it.
don't sack a manager that
No,
quickly. I'm
yeah.
sorry. Okay. Anything else you want to touch on there?
No,
Alright.
I think I've said it all.
All right. Needed more.
Needed more.
I didn't even look into this one. I just had
To be honest,
2 teams in mind.
Man United probably
Yep,
needed more.
that was one of them.
Man United probably, and maybe a dabble of Man City needed a bit more.
I had Man United and I had Villa.
Yeah, Villa needed, but I think I don't mind the signing of Harvey Elliott. Obviously, a fan favorite of the show.
Generational hate watch from me.
Yeah, exactly. Bailey will be loving him.
Yeah.
He loves Harvey Elliott. I actually don't mind him. I think there's a talent in there. But yeah, I think ever since they've had financial fair play issues, they haven't really been able to pull in good players. I think Leon Bailey's left as well. Jacob Ramsey's gone.
Yeah. But they got a good fee for Jacob Ramsey, I'll be honest.
Yeah, they did really good on that deal. And they still have Morgan Rogers as well.
Now they've picked up 300k worth of Sancho's wages.
Yeah, I know. Why would you bring in Jadon Sancho?
As a United fan, I'm buzzing on that.
I am as well, but I mean, like, how do you turn down Juventus and then go to Aston Villa? I
Did
don't
you
know.
turn down Juventus? I thought it was Roma.
Yeah, it was, but I think they were in there early, like right at the start. It was like Napoli.
This guy just wants his bag, bro.
Yeah.
How about United being petty and extending his deal?
I know. The worst I saw is to go to Aston Villa. If you guys want to check Fabrizio Romano's post on it, it has a sell-on in it. So United included a sell-on on the loan. So let's say he goes back to United. United sell him. Villa get a percentage of the fee that they sold him.
That is ridiculous.
I'm serious, guys.
Oh my god.
Check out the comments of that post if you have free time, like me.
Because I read a sell on and I was like, what?
I was like, what's going on?
Is Fabrizio tweaking?
There's
I literally was like, what's he talking about?
Because I don't think there's really an option to buy.
No, there's not. It's just a straight line.
Yeah, so how's there a sell on? But yeah, that's the reason.
That is ridiculous. I didn't even know that.
Crazy.
And United, they needed a midfielder. If they wouldn't have fell in this category if they got a midfielder.
I mean, you just can't have a midfield two like Ugarte and Fernandez. I mean, it's insane. I don't like Amrin. I think he's a good coach, but man, you can't do that in the Premier League.
Yeah.
If you don't have like generational N'Golo Kante or Rodri, you can't really play a midfield two.
The only one that comes to mind that would fit that midfield is Caicedo.
He's been balling.
He's been insane. I watched that Chelsea Fulham game the other night.
Oh my god,
bro, he was nuts.
I was talking to a Chelsea fan and I said like they're such dark horses because I think their midfield could win them the league on their own.
Yeah, that midfield, that is the
It's
best
insane.
midfield in the league.
Oh my god,
I reckon it's better than. I will say it's better than Liverpool's midfield.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, easily.
McAllister, Gravenberch, and Wirtz. I'd take Palmer, Enzo, and Caicedo.
Easily.
Yeah, I'd take that
Easily.
midfield. And that's, I think, the main factor for that is Caicedo.
Yeah, and to be honest, I think the only midfield that can rival it is maybe PSG with Vitinha,
João Neves,
and who's
Fabian.
Fabian. Yeah, I think they have a good midfield as well, but Chelsea's is better.
Yeah, I think that City midfield, once Rodri gets back to full fitness as well, will be a problem.
Yeah.
I think City just need to play Foden in the 10. Bro, he
Yeah.
had his best year at City in that De Bruyne role when De Bruyne was injured.
Mm-hmm.
Play a midfield of Reinders, Foden, and Rodri.
Yeah,
That would be the best midfield in the league if they played that.
exactly. I mean, I'm not too sure what's happened to Phil Foden over the last couple of years, but he's really been off the mark.
Fell off a cliff, bro.
Yeah,
I remember.
it was generational. Yeah.
I was mentioning before we had our FPL. I drafted him in my team, and bro, Pep Roulette just made me force him out.
Yeah, exactly. He's just unreliable. Well, currently unreliable.
Yeah, for sure. Most surprising move.
Xavi Simons to Tottenham.
First on my list.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe when that happened. I mean,
I was like, fair play, but like, yeah.
what a signing. Yeah, and I was surprised he took the move.
Yeah, agreed.
Same with you?
Yeah, I thought he was all money Chelsea's.
Yeah, same with Kolo Muani to Tottenham. I didn't see that coming. I thought eventually he would go to Juventus, but I think Juventus signed a different striker.
Jonathan David.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Jonathan David.
And then they, the reason he was linked there, I think, is because they wanted to offload Vlahovic. But now, bro, he's been balling. Super sub. He scored I think he's played collectively 30 minutes this season across 2 games and scored in both.
Wow. Yeah, he's a good player. I'm surprised I always thought he was going to go to Arsenal, Vlahovic. But
I thought he was on United's radar for a while too.
yeah. I think he's a decent player. I'm always surprised when Juventus are always trying to ship him off.
For
'cause
sure.
I think he's a really good player.
Agreed. And then I had Zabanyi to PSG from Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Random, bro.
That was so random. But I mean, PSG's defense is even more locked up now.
I know. Yeah, they got that William Pacho and
Yeah.
Marquinhos and
What about that guy that the Colombian centre back from Bayer Leverkusen?
Pacho. Oh, you're talking Hincapie to Arsenal.
Yeah, that was how many centre backs do Arsenal want,
Bro. They offloaded that Kiwior to Porto to get the Hincapie deal.
Yeah,
over
you
the
got
line.
like Gyökeres and 10 defenders.
Literally,
It's such a sorry Arsenal fans, such a boring team.
bro, playing a 7-2-1,
Arteta
bro.
is like it's like he's overcooking the pie. He's putting all the ingredients in it, and you wonder why. You're just overcomplicating things.
Literally. And then I had Donnarumma to City. Bro.
Yeah, that's a big surprise.
Crazy.
Move.
Yeah.
What a move. Put Edison out and get like Donnarumma's probably been, let's be honest, the best keeper last season easily. He kept PSG in that Champions League run.
Literally. Yeah, I bagged him out when he first moved to PSG. I thought he wasn't all that. I thought he got the move on the basis of that Euros campaign where he was really good.
Yeah.
But last year proved me wrong. I had humble pie last year.
Yeah.
Bro, there was a time, I'll just out myself now. There was a time I said I'd have Onana over Donnarumma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Onana, guys.
Takes that age
He was in
well.
a Champions League final, so, show mercy on a brother.
Takes that age well.
Yeah. I think everyone was wrong about Onana. I think most people thought he was pretty decent.
Yeah.
Oh my God, how we were wrong.
Any more for you, or do you want to move to biggest flop?
Most surprising, honestly, I think... Who do I have as well? I had Rashford to Barcelona.
Yep.
That was surprising, but I was the same as you. Donnarumma, Simmons, and Rashford.
Yeah.
Those was my pick.
So yeah, with two out of the three each, we had the same, which is biggest flop. Okay, so these are the ones that could just age like milk.
Yeah. Let's go for a safe one. Tabibo for West Ham centre back.
Come on.
40 million, come on.
That is like a cold take.
All right. Madueke, that's another
Yeah, it's a
cold
good
take.
one. Yeah, I was going to put him in. Yeah.
And also an unpopular one with you. I think Šeško will flop.
Don't say that, man. Don't say that.
I think he'll flop, yeah.
I wasn't even a fan when United signed him. I think I said this. I said, like, look, I hope he goes well. And the deal on paper makes sense, but it doesn't have, it has flop written all over it.
It's because our play style, if, like most people watch United over 3 or 4 years, if you play striker at United, you're so screwed. Yeah. You have the world's worst job.
You're getting no service.
And our team is so direct now as well.
Yeah.
Like you have Bruno Fernandes, Cunha, Mbeumo, even Ahmad. All these players are so direct. None of them are going to look to pass or put crosses really in.
Yeah. Well, we all knew that Højlund is a great athlete.
Mm-hmm.
And look how that turned out. Even our opportunities we've created this year, it's been about players picking up the ball and driving into the box. Look at Cunha, look at Mbeumo, look at Ahmad, even Bruno, even Mount. Picking up the ball, taking on the defender and driving into the box, looking for the pass to make the obviously a better opportunity.
Yep.
Cunha isn't that guy. He's not Cunha. Sesko isn't that guy.
No.
He'll try and get on the end of a cross.
He feeds off scraps.
Or he'll take 2 touches and crack it from outside the box. Or he'll try and his athleticism is crazy. His vertical the other day was ridiculous. Like I was watching him, I'm like, this guy can get up in the air.
He needs a lot of touches. He needs to be really involved in from what I've watched, he really needs to be involved in the game. He can't be a striker that, like a Haaland, you can leave alone for like 90 minutes and maybe you'll have like double-digit touches, like 10 or 11, and will score a goal. Exactly. Šeško needs to be involved in majority of the plays.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad we held on to a guy like Xerxes, because Xerxes is a counter opposite. Because he will drop in, he'll pick up the ball, he'll play diagonal passes to the wingers, so then they can get in the box and make those runs.
Yeah.
But Sesko isn't that guy.
It's the same issue with having 2 in the midfield.
Yeah.
I mean, just such a direct team, it's just not going to work out.
Yeah. Biggest flop, I said this with Bailey, this could age really badly, but I'm willing to take a punt. As I've been calling him, Jock Lesnar.
Yeah?
Yeah, Jock Lesnar, bro. Yeah, it reeks.
You think?
I'm telling you, when Kai Havertz is back from injury, he's starting at 9.
Havertz is going to be over Gyökeres. That could age like milk. What's the Newcastle guy as well?
Wultemade, whatever his name is.
Wultemade?
Yeah.
No,
how funny is that interview where he's like, he says his favourite German player at the moment is Kai Havertz.
Bro, he's like 2 meters tall, and he's got an interesting fashion sense as well.
Yeah.
Like
6'6" or something like that.
It's huge. It's kind of hilarious to be honest. And he's like worth he's like marketed value is like 30 million euros, and they paid 85 million euros for him.
Crazy. Alanga to Newcastle.
Yeah.
Sorry, Abdullah. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Tyler Dibbling to Everton.
Yeah, £40 million for him.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
And I have Gittins to Chelsea.
Yeah. I think Giddens is a bit of a safe one because he's 19 years old and he hasn't really done too much.
Yeah, and the competition for those spots in that team.
I know.
Bringing in Garnacho as well.
If you're young playing something with Chelsea, you go into the trenches. There's like
unless you're Estevao, I think he's the only one that's going.
But he's a proper baller. Like he's been balling for a while. He was part of the Palmeiras guys. There was like 3 of them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like a proper talent. But yeah, I think even I can't even pronounce his name. The Newcastle record signing. What a casual.
Waltermar, the guy that
yeah, he scored 12 goals last season in the Bundesliga.
Yeah, I think Šeško.
Šeško is not much different, but I mean, like, is this the standard of 85 million euro these days?
Literally, yeah. Market's cooked.
Yeah, exactly.
Do we blame the Neymar transfer still?
We blame Isak probably.
Isak, yeah. And my honourable mention, which I didn't think this would be the case, but based on how he's played, I've got Gyökeres.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough then. I mean, who do that? Is Andy Robertson?
Bro, he got named vice captain like last week, which is crazy. The fact he's not touching the pitch, but he's got named vice captain.
Someone's got to peel the oranges, mate. Come on, be fair.
Yeah, true. Any more you had? If not, the last category.
Let's move on to the last category.
Favorite signing. So obviously doesn't really have to have any metric behind it. It's just kind of you can give your reasoning why.
All right. You want me to go first?
Okay.
I'm picking Isak.
Oh, bro,
I'm so
cut it now.
Nah, I know it's so generic, but he's so violent.
Oh,
like he has a rocket of a boot, and I'm just I'm not a Liverpool fan, but I'm excited to watch Liverpool. Like you get to see Cody Gakpo, Isak, Wirtz, Salah.
No, I hate it.
Yeah, it's going to be tough when they face your team. Let's be honest, guys. But like, oh my god,
I hate how he went about things. I hate just everything like that. Now, like, bro, I used to think he was so cold, bro. That celebration where he'd like, tell everyone to get, bro. I think that was one of the best celebrations in recent memory.
Last season, he was shooting rockets as well. It'd take like 1 or 2 touches and then just kick the ball and go flying.
Bro, he spun Van Dijk, I think, in one of these games. He just spun him and cracked it from like 18 yards and it was just like nothing.
Like that, yeah. And it's not even on target. Like some of them are close to the keeper, but it's just been hit with such a force.
Yeah.
Serious glazing from me, but yeah.
Bloke's a demon, but enough. I hate the guy.
Yeah. He went around things wrong, but hey.
Yeah.
How about you?
Well, it's no surprise my number one's Cunha to United.
He's looked really good so far as well. He's silky.
Bro, it's like the first time in a long time we brought an attacker in and I'm like watching him play. I'm like, bro, this guy's like, he can break a game open.
And honestly, like, for once you can say about Man United, like the money they paid for him probably is the valuation.
Yeah.
Like from what I've seen,
62 million for him is probably about
like
right.
I'm like, he actually looks like a £62 million player.
Yeah. Whereas I think I knew what I was getting with Mbeumo. And I think he's not hit his ceiling, but I think his style of play, you know what you're going to get with him.
Yeah. He's
Cunha,
so direct, yeah.
He's reckless. Like I feel like he's so flary and he's just I think he can take his game to another level.
Yeah, I like his attitude as well. Like he's got a bit of attitude, but I kind of like that.
You need it. At United, you do need it.
I think the team is really soft. Like even you saw like last year in the Europa League final, like no one there really looked like they had the nuts to say anything.
Yeah, whereas Cunha will take a game
like
he has scruff of the neck. Yeah. He'll be like, come with me.
Which is something they need to change at United. That's obviously been a big problem there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think they've actually brought in the right players. Like for once, I can say like personality wise, they brought in the right players and got rid of the right players. Like if you have bad apples in there, like Sancho and stuff like that.
The bomb squad.
Yeah, exactly. Like people bad attitude, but they've also, which I think Man City have done well, and Sir Alex did well, is like they recruited really well and picked players based on their attitude as well.
Totally agree.
Not just because they did well for Dortmund or as team in the previous season.
Rangers a City.
That's an exciting signing and a bit of a steal as well.
Bro, I've been seeing things. Okay, so for context, I really got wind of him last year. There's a pundit that I think a lot of football fans, well, I love, but a lot of football fans love, Neve Stumpeg.
Yeah,
I think
she's great.
She's so smart about the game.
She's so knowledgeable.
And she loves Italian football. And I remember watching a Sky Sunday Social or something like that, and she mentioned Rangers obviously there's a lot of memes about her talking about like Lobotka and
Bastoni.
Bastoni's the other one.
She was great with Bastoni.
Yeah,
she put me on the Bastoni.
But I remember watching clips of Rangers and I'm like, damn, this guy is serious. Like he's a real and he does epitomize what City want in that midfield.
I think if there's a YouTube video from 8 months ago on Sky Sports, and she's legit predicting, saying if AC Milan don't get Champions League football this season, he's going to leave, and she called it. Yeah,
he's a gun, like really good. I think the way that the Serie A awards work is like if you win Player of the Year, you can't win like your positional award.
Yeah.
So obviously McTominay won Player of the Year, so Rangers won
Midfielder
of the year, and I think Milan finished 8th. So like I think that speaks volumes of how good he is. Just for the shithousery, Xhaka to Sunderland. Yeah. Oh man, I can't wait to watch the derby.
I'm keen. I'm keen for him to go back to the Emirates because he kind of had beef at the Emirates as well. You know, like he had that big thing where he ripped off the captain's armband. Remember that?
Yeah.
He's going to bring back some Premier League moments.
Bro, he is a Barclays player. Like he's just like he's a mongrel. Like he will like get stuck in.
Yeah, he's Sunday League footballer. It's good to have it back.
Love it. And finally, an underrated one. I have Jeremy Pino to Palace.
Yeah, honestly, I'm surprised he moved to Palace. He's actually a pretty big baller as well.
Bro, Palace,
that's a good signing from them. That's a really smart signing.
I love that. That would be like my favorite side in the league at the moment. But obviously,
it would be like a second favorite type of team.
Yeah,
for sure.
Love that team. Like just the back line is like, not only are they like a tough team, but they've also got like silky players in that team, like Adam Warden. Love him. Then obviously like Lacroix and Gahey. Obviously, I love Dean Henderson, United Academy player. Munoz, great player. Sarr, Mateta.
Yeah, they're hard to, and they have really good fans. If you watch the FA Cup final, like the fans were great. They really packed out that place. There was heaps of them. Yeah,
there's a guy on TikTok that I watch. His name's Ollie. I forget what his surname is, but he's like a diehard Palace fan. He has some really good football takes, but viewing Palace through his lens is awesome. Like just seeing him post about Palace and how passionate he is. Yeah,
seems like a great club. Like it's really a great club for the fans.
Love it.
I can't blame it. And I also had one we were talking about earlier, Xavi Simons.
Yeah.
I'm really keen to see him play, and I think Tottenham is a good fit for him. Yeah. I think Chelsea, honestly, could have got lost there, but I think most players that go to Tottenham, like you really get a chance to shine. It's not too much pressure, and like Thomas Frank as well has really good at developing talent in Brentford, and it looks like he's continuing this at Tottenham.
That might be the best signing of the summer, actually, as well. Thomas Frank and Tottenham.
Yeah,
that could age really well.
That could age well. Yeah, honestly.
But yeah,
couldn't agree more.
Anything else you want to add? That's all I had.
No, that's all me.
What a window. Wow. Just lots of money spent as usual. I think, as I said, £3.2 billion.
It's going to be an amazing season.
Can't wait.
Honestly.
Be sure to check out the football podcast on the way. As well, I was meant to have a video out this Friday, but it's going to be delayed because I'm obviously filming this one now. Top 5 football rivalries. It'll be out next week.
Ooh.
I've told Carlos a few of them.
It's going to be big ones.
Big one. See you next week for that video.